She said it like it was fact. My family will always come first in every decision. Your second priority, maybe third. I nodded, calm, measured. Good to know where I stand. That night, I slept alone in my own clarity. Not with her, not with the illusion of us. I opened accounts she didn't know existed, bought property in my name only. I traced a path forward solo. No signatures, no approvals, no compromises. Every action was deliberate, every move silent but irreversible. I remember when we met. I was younger, idealistic, foolishly enamored. She smiled like sunlight, spoke like poetry, made promises without weight. I believed them. She believed she could bend me to fit her world. At first I thought it was love. Now I knew it was manipulation. Subtle signs appeared over months. The calls she took, the sudden absences, the laughter I didn't hear. I cataloged everything mentally. Patterns emerged. Every family emergency conveniently aligned with opportunities for me to bend, sacrifice, or yield. I kept quiet. I watched. I waited. Then came the undeniable moment. A text I wasn't meant to see. The kind that pierces trust clean through. A discussion about me, about my role, about how dispensable I was when weighed against her family's whims. The anger could have flared. It didn't. I closed the phone and smiled. Quiet. Calculating. I realized revenge was not in confrontation, but in strategy. Chaos would have been amateurish. I would win in silence. My revenge would be invisible until it wasn't. Step 1, autonomy. I moved money, assets, and my identity out of reach. I ensured she had no control, no insight. Step 2, independence. I built a life she couldn't touch. Step 3, timing. I waited for her need to intersect with my power. Months passed. She came to expect me to drop everything when crisis struck her family. Every phone call, every tear, every plea. I let them linger, unacknowledged, until the night that all came to fruition. Her brother's company collapsed. Her father's investments went sour. She called me in panic, voice trembling with the assumption that I would intervene. I listened carefully. A small smile tugged at the corner of my mouth. I had rehearsed this moment. I had waited. Remember your priorities, I said softly, almost tenderly. Silence, then disbelief, then panic. The weight of her own words hit her. I watched her process it. The arrogance, the entitlement, the expectation that I would always be the fallback. I had already protected myself, insulated my life from her whims. Her crisis was hers alone now. She had built a fortress for herself, but it didn't include me. Not anymore. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't threaten. I didn't even gloat. I simply reminded her of reality, the one she had outlined herself. Her family first, always. Me, a footnote in her narrative. I left the line hanging. Her voice cracked as she realized my detachment wasn't a bluff. My absence wasn't neglect. It was the natural consequence of her own priorities. She had created this moment, and I had only allowed it to unfold. The irony was exquisite. For years, she had dictated the rhythm of my life, bending my time, my resources, my patience to fit her family's whims. I complied silently, carefully, until compliance became consent to manipulation. Now my compliance had ended, and the mirror was held up to her. In the quiet after the call, I poured a drink, leaned against the balcony, and watched the city lights flicker. Relief wasn't a sudden surge. It was a slow, satisfying expansion of air in my lungs. The knowledge that I had taken control without chaos, without losing myself. Betrayal was a gift. It showed me exactly where I stood, and I had acted with precision, intelligence, and restraint. not out of cruelty, but out of necessity. Revenge was not about hurting her. It was about reclaiming myself. I felt no triumph in her suffering, only satisfaction, only the calm knowledge that I had chosen me first, that I had built a life she could no longer touch, that when she screamed silently into the void of my independence, she heard the echo of her own words. And in that echo, I finally understood the sweetness of justice. Quiet, total, unforgiving